Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam from the Ohm Sweet Ohm Podcast. To my right and left, I have Joshua and Shannon. Say hello, everybody.
What up, people?
What is going on?
Okay, it is March 21st, 2016. Today is Monday. And for $14.95, you can come into the shop. You can buy a T-shirt. And once you have that T-shirt, you can save 10% off each time you come into the store.
What a deal.
Yeah, that is a pretty good deal.
Pretty damn good deal.
We don't stack discounts. You have to be wearing your shirt. Josh will make you wear it in order to get that 10% off.
Otherwise, you ain't getting it.
Tell you what, if you only wear the shirt, then I'll give it to you.
Okay, it's by only, do you mean no pants?
Yeah, no pants.
No.
I'll give you 15% off.
Oh, whoa.
No pants discount.
And
God,
you
that's gonna
have
be
to
creepy.
be a hot
But
chick.
I'm not going to pay your bill. Sorry about that. I'll still call the cops.
You're going to need to save that 15% off because you got a ticket to pay for it. But in this episode, I talk about a CASA update that I had seen, and it seems pretty important. Deals with New York, New York.
Who's this CASA people?
CASA.org.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Check them out.
You should.
It's CASAA.org. You can check local, what is it?
O-R-G.
ORG.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or
Close
orgy.
it.
Check both of those
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
either one.
check out org.com.
So we always talk about what's going to be the next revolution in the vaping industry. But my topic is going to be that of what will revolutionize batteries.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You remember what you were talking about?
What was I talking about?
You're talking about Wismec. I like saying Wismec instead of Wismec. I mean, it could be the either or. Potato, potato.
I'm going to redo mine again.
Yeah, that's why I was smiling.
You
I was
gotta-
like, oh, he's stumbling. He's going through it.
Yeah.
Then you made me lose my
All
train of
right.
thought.
Here we go.
watching him.
Here we go.
What
Yeah,
threw
it's all
y'all
me.
both off is because I finally had my shit.
Oh, yeah.
to
Yeah, I was
go
like,
today.
like, what do I do?
It's usually me at the very
Right.
end.
So we're always talking about what's going to be the newest thing in the vaping industry. I mean, temp control was a big thing. Variable voltage, variable wattage, cool. But what's going to go on with batteries? I mean, we've been having all these battery issues. Find out. Well, it happened.
Find
what
out
happened?
with Greg.
Yep.
One more again. You got this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to stall so I can think of mine.
Yeah. So we're always talking about what's going on in the vaping industry and what's going to revolutionize, what's going to be the next big thing. But what's going to be the next big thing with batteries?
I had to.
Yep. What's going to be the next big thing? Brock! Yep, I'll have to do it. But what's going to be the next big thing in the battery industry? I mean, we've been having all these issues with blowing up batteries. Find out what our take is on that.
Now, I love little orange $500 bills as much as the next person. But not everybody likes a Monopoly. You know who else doesn't like Monopolies? Find out.
All right, yeah, and that's in this episode of the Ohm Sweet Ohm Podcast
Which starts?
right now.
Shut up and sit down.
For this episode of Ohm Sweet Ohm Podcast.
How was your weekend, Joshua? I mean, or time off, is I guess we could say.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. Does anybody else's, like, pop cover thing smell like just dirt?
No.
Maybe I just have a dirty face.
Yeah, maybe
Smells
it's
like-
just like in the crevice of your nose.
Black foam.
Not that white foam,
Nope.
that black foam.
Trust me, there's a distinct difference.
My favorite's the sea foam.
Seafoam.
So nothing-
Everybody say hi to Mario walking in through our podcast.
Yeah, you could hear
Clanging.
slurs and everything.
No.
No, but so on your time off, I mean, you didn't do anything interesting. You didn't.
Yeah, so let's just talk about wrestling like we do every podcast.
I mean-
but
We're gonna probably start our own wrestling podcast.
This is what's going to happen.
so we are going to go to WrestleMania. My girlfriend hasn't been watching wrestling for a while, so we went back and rewatched old WrestleMania last year's. And as I was rewatching it, I was like, man, we have a lot to like live up to
Okay,
from last
so
year's.
let's before we get into that. Okay, so how old are you? You're 33, right? Mm-hmm. How long do you think you have been watching wrestling? Since about what age have you been watching
I
wrestling?
don't know.
I know that we've all died off a little bit, but gone
Except for
back to it.
Shannon over there.
I've been watching wrestling since I was 4.
Still real to him.
I mean, I think I may have started right at when I lived on Sandiford. So it was like my
Of course, I have 12%.
10th birthday, so 19 years old.
All right, so y'all are gonna just have to talk. I'm gonna go get some more batteries.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so if I was
Yup.
9 or 10 years old, that's probably 92. 91, 92.
That's about where I started.
I mean, I remember just sitting on my bunk beds watching wrestling, and the Undertaker. This is when Undertaker had his purple gloves.
Oh, yeah.
He had
Yeah.
like the
Back when
he had,
Diesel was still a thing.
He had like sleeveless shirt.
Yep.
Yeah. He had that. I mean, I've always liked his cowboy hat type thing, but it always kind of looked weird. But anyway, yeah, that's
Just
I
weird.
mean, that's the Undertaker that I remember. I remember him looking.
You remember when he had brown hair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had like a pudgy face. He had like that baby fat on him, and I mean, Undertaker's been wrestling for a long time.
Since Dom.
When did he get defeated? When was it? When WrestleMania was it?
It was WrestleMania 30 versus Brock Lesnar.
Okay, Brock destroyed it.
Wrecked him, but there was a lot going on in that match behind the scenes that people didn't know about.
Okay,
You know?
explain. What are you talking? I mean, Undertaker had this win record. Every WrestleMania that he went to, I think for almost 20 years, he
21
won.
years.
Yeah, and then he had the streak broken, and Brock Lesnar beat him. And if you don't know who Brock Lesnar is, I mean,
He's a beast.
you've probably you've probably
That's
been
how I come
under a rock. I mean, he is a big beefy dude.
Under a Brock.
So,
Anyway, he's a big, strong guy. He did beat what is his name, Undertaker. I heard though that Brock Lesnar used to hurt people. He didn't mean to. I mean, he was just a big, tough guy, and he'd throw people around, and people would get hurt. Is
And
that a problem?
I think you're
That's-
confusing him with Goldberg.
Goldberg did that too.
oh, he's
Dude, that's why Bret Hart doesn't.
He's,
I know that he got that kick to the head, and he got a concussion.
He's still a
That
little
was
sour about that. But no, what?
Bret Hart booty hurt? I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
Right.
Yeah. Did he spit on him?
What had
afterwards?
happened with
Right in his
Brock is there was a part of the match where Brock goes to sweep and take him down. And
Like a foot sweep?
no, like a full body
Danielson?
sweep, like
Sweep the
like
leg.
tackle.
Oh, okay.
Like went to take him down, and when he did, Undertaker's head bounced off the back of the mat. That was what multiple people said. Apparently, he had a concussion during the match. It was told to a lot of people, like there's a big like confusion as to what went on, because some people are saying that it wasn't initially stated that he was going to lose. That wasn't brought to light.
Wait. So you're telling me this is all predetermined?
Some might say that.
Spoilers.
Who would have thought? But that he was going to initially lose, like he wasn't informed of that. So that's what some people think. However, it was told by a few people, and I don't know who from WWE, that Vince had told him literally the second before the match, like, "Hey, how's it going, Undertaker? Nice to see you. By the way, you're losing tonight." Like,
Yeah.
whatever
Vince-
happened.
Yeah, Vince is known for that. I mean, well,
He's-
especially what do they call it? The Ontario or the Canada screw job or whatever.
Montreal.
Montreal. Yeah.
Montreal screw job. I know that it's Canadian.
The Canadian screw
bacon
job.
screw job. No, but yeah, that one was Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart, and was it the Iron Man match?
Yep.
The 1 hour Iron Man match, which was for one solid hour they wrestled and they did all of their moves, all of their stuff, and
Was it an Iron Man match?
I think as many
No, it
wins.
was the best falls,
no.
I think.
I mean, you could get
I thought it was just a
pinfalls.
regular.
Was
match.
it?
I think so. I think it's a regular match, right?
It's a regular? No,
or
because
no, maybe it's better.
I think it was an Iron Man match. Well, I'll look it up right now.
No,
I'm
it wasn't
almost
an Iron
certain.
Man match.
And it was Bret
Sir,
Hart.
you're not allowed to be on your phone at work.
And that one went for a long time. I think Bret Hart got 2 victories, 2 pins, and so did Shawn Michaels, and it came down to the very end. And when it came down to it, Bret Hart didn't know that
Couldn't have
he was...
been an Iron Man match because they called it. Remember?
Okay, let's find out what it was.
Bet.
Okay.
Let's
So
see.
back to the Brock Lesnar situation.
No, I thought we were talking about what I did this weekend. Jerks.
talking about
I just
Oh
go and get
no!
my batteries and
well,
then come back. It's a totally different conversation.
Yep, you did. You did. You screwed yourself on that one. No,
Just like
we'll get
Vince
to you here in a minute.
screwed
We'll get to you here in a
Brett.
minute. What I was Vince did screw Brett, but
Brett screwed Brett.
Brock apparently when he sweeped him, he he did get a concussion. Like Undertaker didn't know where he was most of the match, and had to have Brock lead the entire match, which is why it took him a while to kind of come back into
I didn't watch the match.
the aspect. You didn't? Mm-mm. You need to.
tell me
You'll
what
see
to
what
do.
I'm talking about. Well, or then don't.
Whatever. I don't have any kind of bleeding heart for Undertaker after he threw Mick Foley off the cell.
You know how I knew it was going to happen? There was a telltale for me.
They winked
When
at each
Brock
other.
Lesnar started selling merchandise that said something about conquering the streak, no one else has sold Undertaker-related merchandise. No one else in the history of existence. You look back as far, no one... RKO, the Legend Killer. Of course he was,
You know
but
what you
it
should have
wasn't
done?
like the Undertaker murderer. You know, it wasn't.
You should have
anything.
bet on it.
I should have.
There are. I don't
I
understand
would
how
have
they
made
can
a
do this.
fuck ton of money.
There's sites out there that take bets on wrestling. I'm like, how can they do that? Because if the wrestlers find out about it, they're gonna bet their paychecks on it. I mean, it's
Right.
ridiculous. Anyway, we haven't been watching wrestling in a while. I have. My girlfriend hasn't. So we went back and watched.
31.
Last year's WrestleMania, and we're gonna watch a pay-per-view every night until
Watch WrestleMania 30. It was really good.
I don't have time for that.
Oh no, you do.
After I go to this one,
Okay.
and then I just did a bunch of cleaning, bourgeois stuff like that, getting the house in order. You know,
That's fancy. That's
yeah.
very fancy.
But
of you.
I was rewatching that last WrestleMania, and I was telling Adam today, I was like, man, this year has a lot to live up to. I mean, it wasn't technically amazing. There was no like great match between Triple H and
John
Sting.
Cena's
the
gone.
athleticism wasn't really all that
Right.
that it was.
But it
made
tugged on my
attraction.
heartstrings when you heard DX's music come out, or come on the loudspeaker. Then they came out. Then NWO came out, all old as balls, coming and fighting each other. I was like, oh my gosh! And Shawn Michaels too. Everybody big in the '90s was in that match all at once. I was like, oh, that's pretty nice.
Rest in peace, Macho Man. You weren't there.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't big in the I guess he was.
Oh,
early
excuse
90s.
me. Didn't know he wasn't a worldwide phenomenon.
But so I was going through the WWE app, and I don't know how I stumbled across it, but I was watching an old Raw, and they had the Bushwhackers and the Macho Midget versus just some, of course, the Brooklyn Brawler, some
Okay.
dude I don't know, and some other midget that was bigger than the Macho Midget.
So the world's tallest midget.
And yeah.
Okay.
And it was really weird because the Macho Midget, he was dressed like Macho Man, but he had like this fake Macho Man mask on that made it look like him, but you could still see his beady little eyes behind the Macho
So
Man.
lame.
It was weird looking. I was like, oh, that's creepy. I'd been freaking out if I had to wrestle that guy.
So like you go home, you turn off the light, you see like the silhouette of Macho Midget.
A little Macho Midget running across like Chucky. I'd have been scared.
Just do double drops of death.
off the top of a couch.
So it doesn't state that the Montreal Screwjob was actually a Iron Man match, but it was a fight that came down to.
Sorry,
it was
guys.
in August. It was in SummerSlam. Bret Hart was end of his contract. He's going to WCW. It's widely known.
Right.
And so at the end of this fight, he thought he was going to go out on top, the champion, and then just kind of like relinquish the belt to whoever.
Yeah.
But we got down to the very end.
he
It
said
went
he
to it went to the sharpshooter, and it was supposed to be a disqualification, and that's how the match was supposed to end.
The way Brett said, he was like, I'll do the job, Monday night. The next night, he'll lose. That's code word for lose, do the job.
Yeah.
He said, I don't mind losing to Sean. It's no big. I've lost him plenty of times, but I don't want to lose in Montreal on my last pay-per-view. Blah, blah, blah. He was being proud, didn't want to tarnish his legacy before he went off. But I understand what Vince was saying. It's like, nah, man, you're about to leave us. I'm not going to let you win.
Drop him.
So what happens is, Bret Hart gets put him in the sharpshooter by Shawn Michaels, and Bret doesn't tap. Earl Hebner calls the match after Vince. You can hear him yelling some words, and they call the match. Shawn Michaels is the winner at the SummerSlam pay-per-view before Bret Hart leaves, and it's just super upsetting. Bret Hart got super pissed. Words were said, bodily fluids were spat on,
They
onto
spit
Vince.
on some
Yeah.
bodily fluids?
Yeah,
What?
onto what's his name, Vince McMahon, And there was a talk later. There was a scuffle. Vince McMahon got punched by Bret Hart, and that's what it alludes to. Who really knows? I mean, it all could be part of the mystique of the back room or of wrestling.
The fourth wall.
Yeah.
Kayfabe.
But no, yeah, that's what we're talking about while you were gone.
Oh,
When
okay.
you went to go recharge your batteries or whatever.
That was fast. That's a fast charger.
Yeah, dude. What are you at? Like 6 amp?
Yeah, I use a 17 amp battery. Or
Damn.
charger. It's on fire right now, but my batteries are charged.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so I did that. I'm trying to catch up. I mean, I've already rewatched them, so like my plan was to still do work while it was on, but it just sucked me in. Before I knew it, I was sitting down on the bed watching it. I'm like, what am I doing? I need to get back to work while she's watching it. But I'm super pumped because I saw like WrestleMania's arena. I think it was in San Francisco. It was like open dome, whatever.
It's pretty cool.
So it was just bright, which wasn't very cool during the Undertaker match. He came out and it was all just bright. And It didn't look all, scary or anything like that. And I was like, well. So I don't know if it's going to be in the AT&T, what's it called?
Stadium.
AT&T Stadium. Cowboy Stadium, whatever it was before. But I know that they have that retractable top. I hope they close it because
I think they're going to keep it closed.
Because when it's wide open, I've heard plenty of wrestlers on different documentaries or movies or whatever say that they don't like the big, huge stadiums because the roar of the crowd just goes out into the open and they can't hear it reverb. You can definitely notice it during like WrestleMania. The parts where it usually gets super loud, it's just a hushed roar instead. You can still hear them, but it's not. It's not over the top, and that just takes away from the show to me.
Right.
Anywho, what'd you do, Shannon, on your time off?
What I did on my time off, I mowed a lawn. Yeah.
Ooh.
That sounds fun, right?
Sure.
I came up
Spring
here.
is here.
I mean, y'all remember I was here for 4 hours.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out.
You bum.
Wait.
You're one of those guys that
I
hang out
am.
in shops.
Yep, I just sit there for days on end.
Check out my clouds, bro.
I actually, yep.
Look at this. Oh.
Yep. All the time. I deliberately have them turn off the ventilation because it's not fair to me.
I don't care if y'all are hot. Turn off the AC.
Yep. Tough shit.
I gotta blow these O's.
Outside of that, I did do a little something special because of we were discussing, me and Adam, a while back, about your leather pouch for your 3DS, which was super dope. And I was debating on getting it for her like a week ago, but I didn't because I got her Ocarina of Time.
Who's her?
Jenna.
Oh.
Jenna. Yeah. Shout out to
My
Jenna.
other girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Stephanie.
Who's
You hear
Stephanie?
that, Jenna?
There's a
cat's out of the
Stephanie
leather
apparently,
bag.
Jenna. There's
Cat's out of the
apparently
leather
a
bag.
Stephanie. I don't know who the fuck Stephanie is, but whatever.
Stephanie from Fuller House is hot, just so you guys know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
you showed me that one part, just the very beginning of it. She's all got
She got a
beautiful
boob job.
cleavage. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just looking gorgeous. She was always my favorite one out of all of them.
Let
I
me-
don't know, but the older one is hotter now.
Yeah, she's hot too. But I showed you that where she was all dressed with her boobs hanging out and stuff. Guess where she was going for that event?
Playboy Mansion.
She was just gonna go at a little birthday party or going away party with the family. I'm like, dang, what are you dressing like that for your family?
Right.
You skank.
She wants some of that Uncle Jesse.
I also decided to get Jenna Link Between Worlds.
What'd you get, Stephanie?
Stephanie? Who the fuck is Stephanie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what we should.
Sure.
Our promo code is going to be Who's Stephanie?
Who's Stephanie? You heard it here first, people.
Sancha.
But I got her that. I ended up deciding I went out and spent a little bit of money on myself. Number one, I got a Pokken tournament for the Wii U.
I saw that. I mean,
It's pretty cool.
so you're actually the Pokemon doing the fighting, right?
Yes. Yes.
Why
and
does this
no.
always go to Pokemon? It's wrestling
I
and
don't know.
Pokemon every episode.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
You talk to
Those-
me, it's wrestling.
Talk to me. It's wrestling and then Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mostly Pokemon. But actually, Pokemon's about to be on its way out for me.
Don't lie.
No. Did you?
Oh yeah, you're
That
into
Yokai Watch.
Yeah, Yokai Watch.
I mean, okay.
Why you got to be that person? Why you got to be a depressing Deborah all the time? For those that don't know, Josh is very depressing all the time. He's like, sucks for you.
I'm like Eeyore.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Josh, I'm sick. I've been sick for 4 days. I have 108 fever. He's like, you ain't in work. You're gone.
Yeah. So
Like,
it's
all right.
like, so what are you trying to say?
So you better not be late.
Yep. You got 10 minutes. Better see you soon.
Yeah, we have tester tips. We'll be worried about.
I'm literally hallucinating. Nope, he's cool. But I did that, mowed lawns. I ended up. No, that's it.
Dang, that's exciting.
Yep. C-SPAN. Watch some C-SPAN. The Parliament. You know.
That's cool.
Go UK.
Rubbish. Rubbish. Isn't that what Will said that they do? They just yell rubbish.
Yeah.
in their,
They do.
their stuff.
They do.
Yeah, those limey bastards.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Do they call their trash rubbish?
Rubbish. They probably call it garbage.
I think they call it rubbish.
Think they call it.
Can you take out the
disposable.
rubbish?
Or-
Could you
The rubbish dispensary.
it dispenses
Can you
rubbish.
give me another rubbish sack?
Yeah. Oh, what do they know? Those England people. Them and their 2 mil.
Actually,
tanks.
thank you, UK. There's actually, let me go to our Instagram picture that I put up for us. We actually have quite a few UK listeners.
Oi! Wait,
And-
is that how you say it?
No, that's Australia, bro.
They speak the
Dude.
same language.
Dude, come on now.
Oy vey. Is that it?
So, also, since we're on that topic, shout out to Estonia people.
Yeah, Estonia.
What
is
up,
one of those.
Estonia?
We
I'm
have
telling you, Encino Man.
from Pretoria, South Africa. Thank you, whoever's
Oh,
listening.
man,
there.
look at you, baller.
And in Crines, Switzerland. Thank you. London, Harrow, and Stamford. Thank you for listening to us. Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Would you like to know more?
Oh, yeah, I would love to know more, actually.
Verviers in Belgium.
They better listen to us while they can in Buenos Aires before they get blown off the
Right.
map. And that's what's going to happen.
The bugs are going to take over.
No one knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Rico's Roughnecks. Huh.
What is it? Rome. We had one from Italy. Listen to us. And thank you. Yeah. That's what they all sound like.
And that was our last Italian listener ever.
Sorry, Italy, for that. Apparently, that's what we
Vaping
do.
on those spaghetti on
Parmesan.
meatballs. Yeah, vaping on that-
Give me
vaping
some
on the spaghetti
spaghetti.
meatballs. Flavor juice.
Do you think that they eat SpaghettiOs over there? Do you think that they sell
No.
Oh,
SpaghettiOs in
no.
Italy?
Dude, that's heresy over there. I
I bet
guarantee
no,
you.
dude. SpaghettiOs are good.
Or maybe everybody eats it. Like that's their like cheap version of going out to eat.
They would, instead of straining out, I mean, I guess they could put it in a strainer and take out all the O's, and then they use the tomato sauce.
I mean,
I would. I mean, that's really good.
we would end
For
up
the
taking
spaghetti.
it and like using string cheese as the mozzarella on top. God, us Americans, huh? We suck.
Yeah.
Oh, I did eat over at Red Robin.
Ew.
And so I haven't eaten there in a long time. But when I did, they had an awesome burger that I really liked. Speaking of Italian, it was like a burger parmesan.
Yeah, I think I've had
Yeah,
one.
and so
That's
it was,
fancy.
It was the burger with marinara sauce over the patty, and then being Americanized, it was like a cheese stick, a fried cheese stick, but it was a patty shaped, just a big wheel of cheese, deep fried.
Do they still have that?
No, and
That
then-
is un-American.
Yeah, and then they covered it with more marinara sauce, and then Parmesan cheese on top of that. It was delicious and sloppy and good.
Yep.
I miss it.
Red Robin, we're calling you out right now.
Yum.
Why you got to take care of? Why you got to remove that?
What is it? I had a grilled pineapple burger.
Those are
That was
good.
really good.
Those are good.
That was super good. I mean, I like Red Robin. I really do like burgers a lot. I don't
too.
find that they're disgusting. I mean, some people don't like Red Robin. I like Red Robin. It's all right.
I'm
I
a
like
Lucy's guy.
I like that they have their endless. Was it steak fries? So that's pretty neat. I mean,
Whatever. I'm not.
Steak Express,
I didn't
dude.
touch my fries because I was like, I need to save room.
If we're going for best fries, shout out to Mr. G's. We wish you were still around, guys.
R.I.P. Mr. G's.
Yep.
No one knows who's listening about
Oh,
Mr. G's.
it hurts
Mr.
so
G's was
bad.
the shit. We talked about that the other
We
day.
did.
We
I was
were
like, God damn, I miss Mr. G's. I was so mad.
My buddy worked at Mr. G's as they were closing.
What?
They just never paid him. I was like,
Oh,
all right.
dicks.
Well, we're closed. Sorry.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
I think pineapple is an underrated, like, not condiment. I guess you could say condiment because you add it onto other things.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good.
It
On
is.
some meats. Like I don't like. I remember I never really would ever think about putting pineapple on my pizza until one birthday I had. My mom ordered the ham and pineapple pizza. I was like, "This is delicious."
You see, I'm really more of a pepperoni fan, but I've had the spicy Hawaiian, which is the pepperoni, jalapenos, and then the pineapples.
And they put hot sauce on there.
They put hot sauce on there? I didn't know they put hot sauce, but
I
that's
think it's Pizza Hut or Domino's, one of those.
it's good. I mean, it's still really good. I like pineapples a lot, but I'm allergic to them. Though. I mean, they make
That's
my
the
mouth
devil.
itch. That's fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
Pineapples are good. Okay, so speaking of, since I've had flavors that people try, I can't. I'm allergic to strawberries. I mean, does that mean that I can't vape pineapple milkshake because I'm allergic to it? I mean, how does that work?
I
Can
would
people
recommend
still
not.
vape strawberry stuff
I do.
if they're allergic?
I do. I'm like strawberries. If I eat a strawberry, you got 6 minutes until I die. Like it's that bad. So shout out to the people who have probably kept EpiPens on them. I understand.
My sister
Yeah.
does that. She has one in her purse.
You got
because-
to, man.
Well, because she likes to eat foods that she's allergic to. You know, have
Okay,
you
that's
seen
the
what was that?
wrong thing
What
to
was
do.
that movie? I think it was like Mr. Deeds or something. This one bitch is eating lobsters, and she's allergic to shellfish, but she loves it so much she still doesn't. Will sit through and be miserable just because she enjoys the damn meal.
Nope.
I mean, that's
can't
my
do that.
sister.
Can't do that.
I can't do that.
I would.
That's an American.
I sure would. I'm like, nope, I'm eating this. I don't care what you say, body. Obviously, I do that. Looking at this gut.
You just gotta train your body, right?
Yeah.
You're like-
For those
Build up
that don't,
tolerance.
build-
Inconceivable.
for those that don't know, we're all a little bit on the heavier side. Yeah, I know. Y'all probably thinking,
why are you rude? Why are you calling me out?
You Americans with your big bodies and your deep fried foods. Well, you know what? This is just what we like. Okay.
Yeah, leave us alone.
Yeah. We didn't do anything to hurt
Dummies.
you.
Yeah, I do like Allsup's burritos, but I don't like going into Allsup's to get them.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
you-
smell.
Yeah, Joshua has a uncanny sense of smell, and he can tell if you've been in Allsup's
Yep.
with the
I'm
past
like
week.
Wolverine.
Yeah, for the past week. Like, you went yesterday, didn't you? I was like, I did. Wow, you're pretty good at that.
You're a damn genius.
For my time off, I really did. I got the Ocarina of Time for the 3DS.
Oh, you finally did it.
Yeah, because you were telling me that it's part of like their greatest hits, Nintendo's greatest hits, or whatever they're called.
Great thing.
And so I got it for $20, and I've been playing that. It's pretty fun.
It's American.
I got Haley playing. She can't do it in 3D.
Really? Why not?
It gives her a headache.
Oh.
That does happen.
So I just, she just turns the little
Tell her.
dial down.
You got to build up her tolerance.
Yeah. Look, you're going to play this while I'm driving around fast and crazy.
You will do it.
We had a friend
Go get on a
who
roller coaster and play this. It'll be all right.
we had a friend that had a PlayStation 2 in his car, like when he was first in the military. I'm sure he still does. Still has a PlayStation 2 in his car. But we were all trying to play Tony Hawk while he's driving around, listening to music, just like, bleh, just getting sick, just motion sickness. It was terrible.
Who thought that was a bright idea? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he had 7 screens in his car.
Dude,
so
he
you need to
had-
take-
he had- he
take
had-
up some of- he had to do something with those screens.
He had screens in the back seats so that the people behind him driving could see. That's what he said. Dude, one time we're just driving around watching porn. We're such weirdos. Oh my God.
I was going to say,
3
why didn't you
dudes
just
in
use
a
it for
car
porn?
basing out to some porn.
Dude, and he'd base that motherfucker out too.
He had like, so just to tell you what kind of guy this guy was.
Oh.
One point, he had a grill. He also had the spinning, the hubcaps. That
We
kept
are not
spinning
going to
after
have
he
any
stopped.
foreign listeners after this.
He also had the Lamborghini doors on his Honda Civic.
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on, that's so lame.
But that car was pretty nice on the inside. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So what else did you do? Play some video games?
Play some video games.
Awesome video game.
Worked. I got to work with Dre on Saturday. That was fun.
I heard he tag teamed with you on that video, that ocarina.
Yeah. What else?
On the clock? Let me find out. Dre, I know you're listening. You're fired.
Oh, sorry,
What is
Dre.
it? What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really didn't do too much. Stayed at home on Sunday. I mean, I came up here to do my timesheet, but oh man, just boring week, really. I mean,
Yes,
we're
sir.
getting ready for Batman versus Superman. That comes out on what, 4 days?
Yeah, I'm excited.
How's it not like? Oh wait, so it's gonna come out Thursday night like usual?
Thursday night. They're doing a premiere. You can watch it. I think at 7 p.m. Thursday night.
I'm not going to do that. I don't like being in a crowded area.
I'm not like I'm excited for the movie, but it's not like Christmas where I'm just counting down the days. Like it came up on me really fast. I'm
Yeah.
pumped to watch it, but I'm not in any big hurry for it because there's tons of good movies coming out that I'm even more pumped for.
You see, that's what you're asking me. You said earlier that. So how are you feeling about Ghostbusters? You know the new. I'm like,
right.
I mean, I guess the way that you're feeling with like Batman versus Superman. It's coming up. I'll watch it, but I'm not really intent for it. I mean,
So this is a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much the way I feel about it. I mean, but for this, I'm pretty pumped for this. I mean, I'll probably go to see it before I come into work Friday. I'll probably already see it.
Yeah.
So, for those, I was going to ask, you were talking about Ghostbusters. Is it just because it's like girls now?
Because he's sexist.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like Ghostbusters when I was a kid. I mean
the
they don't
OG
have
Ghostbusters
toys
was
and
awesome.
stuff for that now. I mean,
Yeah, they do.
They have Ghostbusters toys.
Yeah.
You can get the little action figures with proton packs.
Yeah, you know, like the Marvel Selects.
Mm-hmm.
They have
The Ghostbusters that way.
Selects.
Oh, okay.
Get
Where do
on-
you get those at?
You can get them at Walmart, I think, too.
Get on it.
Walmart?
No.
Yeah. Last time I checked, I remember seeing. Have y'all been over since they like implemented a whole bunch of new action figures
I went to the Walmart Supercenter, the one over here.
on Cat Claw?
Yeah, on Cat
I
Claw.
went to the other one, and I didn't see anything new.
I didn't see any of those at all. I mean, with Ghostbusters, no, I like all of the females that are in there. Kristen Wiig and what
The
is
other
it?
ones,
Brenda McCarthy.
It's not Brenda.
What's her name?
Jenna.
No.
No.
Jeannie is the hot one.
Oh yeah,
Melissa.
Melissa
Yeah.
McCarthy. Oh, she's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Dope. I can't
Melissa
wait to
McCarthy.
She plays the black dude.
watch it. I can just see that.
It's like,
And-
it's like Tropic Thunder.
I mean, and it's pretty much those two are going to carry the whole movie because
I kind of
they're
agree.
the main stars. I mean, the other two, I don't know what that black lady's been in. I mean, I don't know which movie she's been.
You don't know who that black lady's been in?
in. Yeah,
Okay.
it hadn't been in me. No, but
Adam gets down like that.
what is it? Or that other girl? And
Come on.
I don't know who these other people are, but I know it'll be funny.
Is the black girl Star Jones?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm not super pumped. I'll watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it in theaters. I probably will.
Yeah. I'll wait until straight to VHS comes out.
Hey, that's gonna be a long
Yep.
time before it comes out on VHS.
Oh yeah.
There's just something about that good quality. It's like listening to a good record.
Right.
You know,
Watch
I
it
tell
on-
you what though, I think the movie that I'm most excited for is Captain America. But
Me
number
too.
two,
Civil
think so.
War.
number two, yeah, Civil War, and
You
number.
mean- what?
But my number two also
Oh.
is that Hardcore Henry,
Hardcore Henry
I
looks
still
like
haven't seen
he's
the
gonna
trailers
be
for it.
bad.
which
I
is
have
good.
no idea what you're talking
which is
about.
good. You don't need to watch it, man. You
Dude,
just need to watch the movie.
Like, you know how I was with trailers, never watching it. Like I said, I'm trying to start watching trailers just so I can be in the conversation with people. Otherwise, I'm just like, throwing down my mod, like you just heard.
Yep.
But so I've been watching some trailers. But I'll tell you this: when I watched the movie, like I didn't avoid the spoilers, but I just never even knew about them really. Like Ex Machina,
Yeah,
Ex Machina. Yeah,
that movie was
good.
amazing. Like that was my favorite movie of that year.
I think
year.
I knew what it was about. I saw all the trailers for it. I was excited for it, and I finally saw it, and it's a great movie. And that is a good example of you can watch a trailer and not have it ruined for you. I mean, it had tons of intense scenes for it that they never
Yeah.
even, showed in the trailer.
So, talking about ruin for it, you know what I think was completely overhyped, and so many people made so big of a deal out of it.
The
and
Atlantis 2.
Oh no, no! I ended up laughing the entire way through the movie. Evil Dead, the remake.
Really?
Yeah, I laughed the entire time. I thought it was
didn't-
cheesy as fuck.
Okay, so I don't think that I laughed.
Was that Sam
The-
Raimi? Did he go?
Yeah,
was that-
yeah.
produced or introduced or whatever it is. Sam Raimi did the original one, but
Yeah, I
this
know.
next one, I think it was a different director or whatever it is, but he was a part of it. I mean,
Didn't Bruce?
they pretty
Campbell
much
do
had
it?
it. They had his blessing. Campbell was in it. He's at the very
Yeah.
end
Yeah.
after credit scene.
So, I liked Army of Darkness.
That was funny.
It was funny, and I was a little kid. I liked it. It really played to me being a little kid. There were a bunch of skeletons and stuff fighting. I thought it was amazing. Magic and ghosts and whatever.
Fantasy.
Yeah, just awesome. But like now that I'm older and the last Sam Raimi movie I watched besides Spider-Man, which was I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that what was it? From Hell? Was that?
From Hell, yeah.
That was a terrible
Yeah,
movie.
I was because I was expecting it to be scary, I watched it, and it was just
They call
silly.
that a splat stick comedy.
It did not work for me at all. I was like,
Yeah, when that old lady's all
just
throwing
throwing
up,
up.
I'm just like, what is going on there?
yeah, I was like, why am I watching this?
It was just one of those, like, I was just like, well, that's money that I can't get back. Like,
Yeah. What is it? Do you have a favorite Sam Raimi movie? I
Army of
mean,
Darkness.
I like that one a lot, but I don't know if that's my favorite Sam Raimi movie.
I have to go with Army of Darkness
Spider-Man.
as well.
Are you?
Yeah.
Darkman. Darkman was good.
Like,
That
I
had,
don't.
Liam
Darkman was
Neeson's
good, yeah.
Had Liam Neeson's in there. He was a scientist. That
I was
creates
thinking
that-
Leslie Nielsen. I was like,
You're like, what?
But that one was good. That one, it was supposed to be like a a Batman movie. They didn't get all the Warner Brothers blessings from it, so they did a different thing. So it's kind of like a crime noir style. It's supposed to be kind of like a throwback to some of the old school,
I like noir.
like monster movies, the monster villains or the monster heroes and stuff like that.
So, Power Rangers.
Yeah. Or I was going to say like Wolfman or like
the
Oh, dude,
Universal-
Wolfman was the
yeah,
shit.
Universal, yeah. Something
like
like
the
that.
Mummy and the werewolf versus the creature from the
50-foot
Black Lagoon.
Amazonian women.
That was cool. I remember I'll never forget this one part in that movie. He takes this one girl on a date. He can only be normal for a little bit because
So what are his powers?
Okay, so
I've
he was
never
a
seen
he was a scientist that he was doing some scientist stuff.
Classic.
And
Had some beakers and some Bunsen burners.
yeah, dude, exactly. You seen this too? So what happens is there's a big explosion. It pretty much destroys the whole lab. He's thought to have died in the explosion. They needed to get rid of him for whatever business reasons.
Right.
And so
Just like if you guys ever die in a big explosion making juice, we're going to get rid of your bodies.
Because it's best for business.
So what happens is he doesn't feel any pain. He's emotionally scarred,
Yep.
this guy. He doesn't feel any physical pain. He doesn't, and he's got super strength. He has pretty much, you know how you get adrenaline rushes and stuff? He is constantly under an adrenaline rush.
So he's like, game
So
time
he's always
all the
just
time.
jacked all the time. He's ready to go. And so there's this part where he's at this like carnival with his girl that he's in love with and stuff. And he can only look normal for a certain amount of time because the research that he's doing, he's trying to get like the skin grafts and stuff like that to last longer than a certain amount of time. Once this certain time goes by, it all bubbles off and he looks gross again.
He becomes hideous. Yep.
So what happens is he's playing this game at this carnival, trying to throw the ball to hit like the milk bottles or whatever, knock them down. Mm-hmm. Well, he does it, and he's like, I like the pink whatever, and the guy's being an asshole. He's like, you're supposed to stand behind the line. He goes, oh, I was. Just going. He's like, no, you weren't. So just give me the fucking stuffed animal. And he goes crazy, and the guy's like, nah.
Was he just like,
And he
put
goes,
the
you
bunny
should. And he goes
in
like,
the
he's
box?
like, you shouldn't get out of here. Like taps him, and Liam Neeson's grabs his finger and bends it all like plastic and rubber and
like
stuff.
Shannon's toe?
Yeah, like my
and
toe.
he bends this and then throws the guy through the thing, turns to the girl that he's in love with, and he's just like a monster, all screaming at her and shit. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. She freaks out. His face
Rubbish.
starts rubbish. His face starts bubbling. He runs away, and he goes, ooh, he got this crying face on. It's real weird. It's super creepy.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Can we do...
Darkman's good. The guy that was Dr. Giggles? He's
Yeah.
the bad
Oh,
guy.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
That's true.
Durant.
Dr. Giggles. I
He's
saw
a-
him in person.
Did you?
Yep.
Can we go ahead
I'm
and
lucky I
sprinkle in that
still
code?
have
Can we sprinkle in...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, let's do the code as rubbish.
Rubbish. I think rubbish is good.
Wait.
Rubbish.
Spell it for those fools.
R-U.
IT.
Oh,
Yeah.
what up, third grade?
Oh, you got me. I was like, oh, okay.
That's RUBBISH.
Okay. I wanted you to
Rubbish.
spell it because I didn't know if it was with two B's.
It's with two
Rubish.
Bs.
Yeah. Be sure and use that promo code at stogiesnow.com. You can save 20% when you shop online. Sorry, Texas. Sorry, Indiana.
You suck.
We can't send it to you guys. Even though that we're in the state of Texas, it's a weird, crazy law.
But if you're in Texas, just come by.
Just
Yeah.
come on
If
by.
you tell me the code rubbish, I might get you 10%. But probably not.
What?
Maybe.
Oh, Josh, you're being generous. Almost.
Yep.
Almost. We'll see. If you happen to be wearing a shirt, I'll definitely give it to you.
Yeah, you have to be
Because
wearing the
we like
shirt
you.
and then say rubbish. If you don't say
That's
rubbish, no 10%.
man. That's rubbish. All right. 10% off. Here you go.
Okay, so I guess that was all of our lovely weekend or time off. I guess I'd like to go ahead and talk a little bit about my topic. Mine is
What might that be?
This is New York. I think this
I
is.
thought this was Texas. He just said we're in
What?
Texas.
Yeah.
I'm
if you
confused.
could, you're taking this out of context.
No, I
No.
thought it was. No, we were talking about something.
This is in Chautauqua County, New York.
Chautauqua.
Yeah. The county legislature will meet to consider a new local law, introductory number 2-16, which would raise the age to purchase all tobacco and vapor products from 18 to 21. This is another one of those, Hawaii deals. Raising the smoking age for tobacco products is now, they're considering to change it to 21. This will be, the legislature will meet on Wednesday, March 23rd, 2016 at 6:30 p.m. at the Grace Office Building, 3 North Erie Street, is the 3rd floor legislative chambers of Mayville, New York. I mean, how do you feel about that? This raising of the smoking age,
Well, I'm kind of on the fence for that. For multiple reasons. I mean, honestly, I know when I was 18, I was kind of young and dumb still. Still not using the old noggin in the way I'm supposed to. Yeah. So I can see it as a beneficiary for that specific reason. Because I don't think some of the people who are smoking, especially around that age, are thinking too well. But to lump in vapor products with that, I can understand like why they're doing it. But there are going to be those people who, well, and I guess it should be still okay at 21 because most people don't want to start quitting smoking until they're around that age anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's weird that we're slowly changing the age to 21. I mean, in
Happened
most
with beer.
aspects, it happened with beer. I mean, does that mean that we're changing the age of accountability to a different age?
I kind of hope so, to be honest, because when it comes to certain things, accountability should always be there. I mean, you're going to be 18 years old and you're going to go rob someone and steal a car and be like, I don't know what I was doing. You're full of shit. But at the same time, like, accountability for one's own body, I think that's when most people start holding themselves accountable for what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, some people don't. Some people
Well,
don't
and
realize until
they'll-
it's too late.
They'll
I mean,
never click. You know what I mean? Those people are always that never get it.
But then universally, I mean, if this happens, if this starts to pick up in a trend, do you think that 21 should be the legal voting age?
All right. So let
I mean, because we've already had this go around before, and we've talked about Hawaii, but I mean, I think that it's silly.
now it's a real state doing it.
New York.
Just pass me that stick 'cause I'm about to beat this dead horse.
Okay.
Like,
Beat the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm totally against it. To raise it from 18 to, I understand with alcohol because kids are stupid. One, they've only been driving for a few years anyway. And they're going to get behind the wheel, wreck, and cause harm to other people.
Look, we should just
Alcohol.
have females when they're 21. They can drive and they can vote, and then they can buy cigarettes or vapor products.
Oh,
but-
this is going to be painful for our
Just kidding.
viewers.
I love you, ladies. I love all y'all.
If you are allowed to join up in the military when you're 18,
You should be allowed to smoke. I could see where that
right,
goes.
you should be able to.
You're under enough stress. You're in the military.
Right. I'm not saying it's a caveat where you can't smoke unless you're in the military. But I understand. I'm going two different ways. I understand that with alcohol, you shouldn't do it because you're young and stupid. You're going to hurt someone. You're not going to hurt anybody with vaping. Smoking, I mean, you could.
You are hurting the
someone's
people around you.
Secondhand smoking, but
Your animals as well.
Yeah, poor little kitties.
Yep.
But really, you're not going to be hurting anybody with vaping. Smoking is one thing, but I mean, it's not like it's going to be any different from an 18-year-old to a 21-year-old hurting someone when they're smoking. It's not like 18-year-olds just hot box like their moms or whatever in a room or anything while they're smoking. You raising your hand? Yes, Shannon.
I did.
How dare you?
We smoked in our house all the time, man. I guarantee you our old place probably smelled charred when you walked into it because of how much cigarettes I smoked in there.
But I don't think that would have changed if you would have started smoking when you were 21 as opposed to 12 or however old you were.
Well, I mean, I was smoking at a very, very, very young age. Won't mention the age, but I was very, very young. So, yeah, you're
He
probably
doesn't
right.
want to go to jail.
Oh, I'm not going to go to jail for it. It's already happened. It's done.
Is that how murder works? You're like,
Yep.
I done did it. You can't arrest me.
I done. Ask OJ.
Ooh. Way to bring it back to the 90s.
Yeah, you're welcome. But no, I can understand where you're coming from in that aspect, but at the same time, like, I think most people just do it to do it when they're 18.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, all the other ones are doing it. Let me do it too because
I
that's
think
a
it's
cool
all
thing.
part of like peacocking. You're just trying to get noticed by everybody else.
That's the truth.
Looking like James Dean, looking all cool while you're smoking a cigarette.
That's why I got my first smartphone, guys. I wanted to look smart.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that how it works?
Yep.
That's why you
so
wear
I got these glasses.
No, dude, that's the glaucoma. Like, I can't see shit without my glasses. I'm like Velma. My glasses.
That's where I fall on it. It's stupid. Don't do it. Be smart. It's
Wear a condom.
that too.
Yeah.
That way you won't have any 18-year-olds to worry about.
Exactly.
Yeah,
people.
so New York residents, pay close attention to this. This seems something small. I mean, this isn't for what is it? Chautauqua? Chautauqua? It's spelled a little different. I think it's like Native American. Chautauqua County.
That's that place from Ace Ventura 2, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't,
know?
I don't listen to hip hop, sorry.
I don't listen to him.
But it's on CASAW.org if you want to go there to look at the calls to action. But this is the one I think it popped up for today. I mean, and that's super silly. 18 to 21.
Well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people thought about that in like the 70s when all that changed too. But for me, I think it would be beneficial personally. Like I do. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of older people coming in to get vape stuff. But at the same time, like you have to understand, like kids are going to do what they're going to do regardless of what the law states. When did y'all start smoking? I didn't start. I started.
You're asking
at
the
an older
wrong
age.
people over here. We
You're like
started late.
5-6 years ago, maybe.
I started when. Okay, I'll go ahead and drop it. I started when I was 14.
The cops are coming.
There, I said it. Come on, I'll give you my address.
We got it all recorded. Come on in.
I started when I was 14. Like my first cigarette was when I was 12. But that's me. Like I feel like kids are gonna do whatever they're gonna do, regardless of what happens.
Okay, so why did you smoke?
Why did I smoke?
To be cool.
No. At the time, I was going through a pretty good amount of crap in life.
At 12?
Yeah, you would be surprised.
Like what? What were you going through at 12?
Dude.
I'll give you my backstory.
His Super
off.
Nintendo broke.
No, I'll give you my backstory.
Somebody took
off
my
of this.
Pokemon.
Yeah, he couldn't beat Vega.
That's
Whoa.
exactly
Whoa.
what it is.
Whoa, why you got to hit me?
Hitting too close to
Oh,
home,
that's, a
Adam.
little that's under the belt. That's
Dude,
No,
we used to play Street Fighter 2, and
I don't know what he's talking about.
Adam would get so mad.
Because Street Fighter 2, they have 4 main bosses. And so the first one of them is what, Balrog? Mm-hmm. Is Balrog. Balrog is that big boxer guy. Then we have Vega, which is he should be the villain of the fucking game. Vega. And then there's Sagat and then M. Bison. So I'm playing. I'm little. I'm probably like 3 or 4 playing this game. And I'm not doing very well. And something got in my eye. Got very upset. Started crying. It just so happened while I was playing Vega.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he started crying. Dude, I'm telling you, the trick was to be guile.
No.
Just hold down. Whenever he would jump at you, bust out those flash kicks.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
call it a day.
But
I'll-
you know, I had my favorites and my go-tos, and I think that's why I made it so hard. I mean, because I had my rhythm for fighting everybody, but when it got to him, his was so different. He bounced off like the side, I mean, the end of the screen. He
Climbing
gripped
that fence.
the fence. You know, he was a fucking cheater. I couldn't climb the fence.
He
That's
fought
not
with
fair.
a weapon. How?
Exactly. He had a mask.
There's
to
a
hide it.
mask, yeah, so he didn't know.
Fucking
But
Spaniards.
I'll definitely
It's a
let
big
you know all the
macho
shit I
mini
went through.
mask.
I'll definitely let you know. Big ass macho midget.
See that little midget climbing on the.
He,
Wait,
he puts the spikes on his elbow.
so we're not allowed to say midget, right? But
I don't. Okay.
that's his name on the marquee when it announced him. So I'm allowed to say that.
I'm going
right?
to go ahead and say this. I'm going to mention it like Rilo did on Cleveland Show. When you say little people, you could refer to little people as kids or little people as dwarfs. At least with midget, you know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Shannon, we're gonna get plenty of letters now from all our
Go
little
ahead.
people listeners.
Y'all can send me
Our
the
new
hate mail.
promo code is
Hate Shannon. Yeah, go ahead.
This coming from a guy that's Twitter's Stogies giant
Right.
right.
jerk.
Yeah, should I be so upset? I'm offended that you call me a big man.
We're gonna
Like,
start calling
what's
him
up
big
with that?
people.
Yeah. Big people.
Fucking giant giraffe.
Yeah, so I mean that's all that I got. I mean, I think
Good
that,
transition.
Well, my thing is I don't think that this is going away now. I think there's going to be another state that's
It's
going
going
to
to
pop
continue.
up.
It's
gonna
going to
do it.
continue.
And not that I think that it's a bad thing. I think that it is, you know, it's silly, but it wouldn't hurt. I mean, how many times do you get kids coming in here to the vape shop and you card them? Oh, I don't have my ID.
Yep.
Oh,
Get out.
And
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't have you try any flavors.
there
or anything.
has been 1 or 2 times where someone come in, especially straw purchases are illegal in the state of Texas.
Explain what a straw purchase is.
What a straw purchase is it's kind of like the trickle down situation. Like an adult buys for a younger child of under the age of 18. That's what that is. So we've had a couple times where someone's like, "Oh yeah, I just need to get some juice. Okay, what flavor you want?" And they look back at their kids. I'm like, "Do y'all have y'all's ID?" And they're like, No. And she's like, "I think this is crap." You know, the mom, because I'm just buying it for them. And I'm like, "Ma'am, it's still illegal in the state of Texas." And there people get mad. But at the same time, we do have a bunch of 16, 17-year-olds who think they could just weasel their way through and
Sneaky.
Yep. And we're not about that. I mean, we want to be of, right age. So
Yeah, if we card any of y'all, it's not that we are doing it to be mean.
We're just trying to get your address so we can creep on you.
Yeah.
yep, that's
I mean-
exactly what Josh does. Not Shannon. I could care less where the hell you live. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, because he'll just follow you.
But I've seen some people take it good. Oh, okay, I understand. Some people are like, well, last time, blah, blah, you saw me before. I'm like, I'm sorry, if you don't have your ID, then we can't do it.
They all look the same to me.
Yeah.
Vapors.
With
They
their
all have
tattoos and beards.
Yeah,
They do.
I know.
Where's your beard, Josh?
I'm not a vapor. I'm not one of you.
You're not one of us? No?
Now, what are you, big people?
One of you overly sized human beings.
So what you got, Shannon? What are you bringing to the table?
I want to discuss a little bit because we talk a lot about battery safety and things like that. I feel like me and you were discussing it. We don't talk about it enough. I'm not going to talk about that, but I am going to talk about the future of batteries. Where do you
Let me
think?
get something from England.
Yep,
Some study.
it's the UK situation. No, what I mean, where do y'all think batteries are going to go? Are they going to finally come out with a battery that might be safe proof or fault proof?
See, I don't know
Where's that
how
coming?
not to make a dangerous battery. I'm glad that the batteries, when they make them, that they work for the most part. I haven't
Right.
got any faulty ones. I
Nope.
think Anthony showed me a while back the carbon battery. Did you see that one?
No.
It was
Carbon
it was
battery?
it was a carbon 18650 that might change it up like completely.
Could
I mean,
revolutionize it.
you can charge a carbon battery in like 12 seconds.
Yep.
What?
Like a
Yeah.
fully charged battery.
Like I did earlier?
With no heat. Yes, yep. Like just like he did with the 17 amp charger, but without having to have that like radiation
Flame.
and all sorts of problems that come with it.
And all that gamma
Yeah.
radiation.
But
Yeah, my juice is
apparently-
glowing right now. You know,
Why is it bubbling?
You don't see. But I mean, like I could see it going carbon. The reason being is there's like 0 to no heat transfer at all. It's almost instantaneous. They're already trying to implement that into cell phones. Why not with 18650 style batteries?
So, I'm no dark man scientist, so I don't know much about batteries as far as how they're built or anything. But, like, okay, so how come Duracells and, you know, all those AA's, is it because they're not high drain? How come they don't blow up in people's pockets? Do y'all know?
You know what? I don't think I've ever
I
think I
have
put
seen-
batteries in my pocket, but I don't know that I've ever was concerned for
I
them.
have seen AA's and 9 volts bent.
Like when I buy
Bent. Wow.
batteries from like Walgreens or whatever, they're not like, hey, don't leave these in your pocket. Like,
I think it's because general consensus tells you don't do that shit to begin with.
Yeah, I think I left an 18650 in my pants when I put it through the washer and dryer.
oh my god,
I
Holy
just
shit.
threw that bitch away.
we always practice battery safety over here.
Yep. Guys, we're always careful. That never happened. Okay.
That's how he charges them. He just throws them in the washer.
Yeah, is they heat charging?
Yep. Friction.
I don't know if I've seen any other technologies besides that. I know there's like lipo batteries. There's those are dangerous, right?
They-
If punctured, are super dangerous. Josh is sneezing.
Josh has sneezed all up on this podcast, guys. You know what? I think we need to start a sneeze counter. For
I think we
Josh.
need to start over since
Yeah,
Josh
let's
has
edit that
ruined
out,
the
guys.
show.
Yep. Just go through.
What's up, everybody? This is Adam from the Ohm Podcast.
That's not Adam though. What? No.
I'm changing it up a little bit. I had to look at the lights to get that sneeze out. You ever do that? Like
I have to.
especially with the sun.
Yep.
Solar powered sneeze. It helps.
It definitely does though.
I
Seriously.
don't understand.
I don't know.
Just like I don't understand
Magnets.
why batteries blow up.
Magnets out
Like
of the word.
okay, so I know that batteries are gonna be always evolving.
Right.
I mean, I've seen little things on Reddit throughout like the years of being on it where they're always coming out with different kinds of batteries and whatnot. So I don't understand. I just don't know enough about batteries to be like, how come they can't make them not explodable? Not
Right.
Okay, why aren't they waterproof? Why aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
why don't
Why
they get all?
haven't we switched to uranium?
Why can't I vape when I'm in the pool, like in the water? They need to get on that.
They need waterproof batteries. You heard it first.
Yep.
This is where we're going.
I mean, they make waterproof cameras. Come on.
Yep.
I'm pretty
What
sure
do those run on?
they probably make waterproof meth pipes too, but that without saying like
Whoa.
Yeah, you went a totally
I
different
did.
way. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
did. They waterproof
As
the
he
shit out of
scratches
everything
his
is what
neck.
I'm trying to say, son. I'm pretty sure. As a matter of fact, I think they have waterproof pants now.
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. I think they call it a scuba suit.
I thought they were called Huggies.
Oh no, that's absorbent, son.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't know how that stuff works.
Okay, so Japanese company Power Japan Plus has announced that they developed and planned mass production of Raiden, a disruptive carbon battery that can be charged 20 times faster than any ordinary lithium-ion cell. The battery, which is cheap to manufacture, safe, and environmentally friendly, could be ideal to improve the range of charging times for electric cars. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so they had a 12-volt battery that they were able to charge super quick.
So now we're gonna go from 18650s to just carrying around a car battery
Yeah.
everywhere we go.
I already thought that was the way we were headed.
Can they make
like
smaller
last
car
year.
batteries?
I don't know. Like
for our
go-kart
mods?
batteries?
Yeah, just pop it into my mod.
You know, I could see them doing form fit. You know what I mean? Like, you have your 18650 slots and things like that. But like with yours, you have a back. What if they just made that battery to where you could just pop on the back and boom, it's charged?
Yep.
Kind of like cellular devices.
So it just
Oh,
looked like a
beeps.
big saxophone battery, and you vape from the thing.
What? I was coughing. I
don't
was
know.
pulling
Yeah.
Shannon over.
Hey, I haven't coughed in the past two. It's that high PG, son.
No, I heard you cough.
No, earlier? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe I did.
You and your lies. I counted it in my head.
How many have I count? Where am I on the cough count?
Like 2.
2? Okay.
You can't prove otherwise.
I'm gonna do my
you?
ventriloquist cough.
There
heard
you go.
ya.
I heard it.
That was him. I
Shannon,
seen
you need
it.
some drinks?
Yep. No,
Go get your Kool-Aid.
I don't have my Kool-Aid.
Aw.
I got
Lemonade.
water. Yep.
That's
It was raspberry, guys.
Pink raspberry?
No, it was just raspberry lemonade.
that promo code doesn't work anymore.
Not
Just so you
anymore.
know.
Yeah.
Pink
Don't
lemonade.
try to be a cheater.
Rubbish!
Rubbish. That's rubbish.
So what do you think, Shannon? What's going to happen with the batteries?
what do you see in the future?
You're an expert.
I was thinking about what was
Scientist.
going on, and I was debating on the carbon batteries like we were discussing. I think that it would be definitely a safer alternative. But how would that go? I mean, because I don't know what the amperage limits and things are
what
of that
if-
of carbon,
Yeah, what if you need, this takes three 18650s.
right?
What if it doesn't have the power of like a 20 amp?
And that's where the issue would lie, I would think. I think that soon enough, because so many people are wanting 40 amp batteries. There's not truly a 40 amp battery out on the market. There's not.
I don't know. That Cloud Chaser is like 98 amps. Right?
Yeah. So we've
I heard
heard
those like Emirates were supposed to be 40 amps, and they're not.
they're not.
Okay. What were they? What?
I think they peak at 35.
So I know we've touched on it before, but why don't you explain what we're talking about as far as batteries not really what they say they are?
So there's not really regulation on any of these lithium ions that we use. 18650s, 26650s, 18350s for your OGs out there. There's not a true precise regulation on what they have. So some companies could come out with one, as we all know here, Ultrafire, Trustfire. They came out with 6,000 milliamp hour batteries, and they're the greatest thing on earth. But the fact of the matter is they didn't charge to where they say they were going to charge. They were like 2,000 instead of 6,000. And in their amperage limit, they didn't even put an amperage limit on the battery.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, right. So with that, we're trying to find out, like, I want to know when there is going to be regulation. Because, yeah, you can regulate mods, you can regulate devices, you can do all that. But why can't you regulate and make a safe battery for the device? That's all we're always talking about. The name of the game is battery safety. Why haven't they input something to where we're like, hey, you know how shit's fucking up? Let's make it to where it doesn't fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, why haven't we done that? Why haven't we? Who is behind the idea of amperage and, well, not even the
I
idea.
think it's that Ohms guy, right?
Yeah, like Ohm's law, something. No.
Okay,
John
so
Ohms.
so there's
What up, Ohms?
Samsung 25Rs, which are the ones I highly recommend.
I love them. That's what I have.
I've seen LG HE4s. I've seen LG HE2s. I've seen VTC 5s. I've seen some.
MNKEs.
What is it? LG. There were the
Which
red
ones are
batteries.
Which ones
Oh,
are
yeah.
the doo-doo brown ones?
Those are the
gross.
HE2s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are gross looking.
Those,
Come on.
yeah.
They're
H-
OGs.
Why they pick those colors?
I have
Just
no
two little
idea.
turds in your mod sitting there.
Just poop it.
But yeah, I don't know if there's like a unified, what is it, safety standard?
There should be.
Because if each, like Sony makes a battery, Samsung makes a battery, I
LG
like
has.
yeah, and all of I don't know if
I
there
got
is
those
a
Vizio
certain
batteries.
Oh, yeah.
some Panasonics. Do they have Panasonics on
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, Panasonics were 10 amps back in the day.
I don't know. There might just be an issue with certain standards whenever per company. These are all Chinese companies,
Right.
Mainly,
Right.
and leading into where Josh is going. There
Dun,
are
dun.
certain
Spoilers.
Yeah, there's certain regulations that that don't really that aren't there when they should be. And
They really should be.
I don't know who's at fault, if it's the companies or if it's just we don't have some unified like rule for battery safety or
I just think as a logical man, I think that it's only common sense that if you're bitching about all these devices fucking up and causing problems and doing this, yeah, that's what I tasted. If you're bitching about all that, why not fix it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, we had another battery blow and then another battery and another battery. Like, fix that shit to where it's not going to fuck up so that we can enjoy our shit and y'all don't have to bitch about everything on the fucking news.
like have you seen
Like-
Fight Club?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember whenever he's on the plane and he's talking to that black lady and he's all
The chick from Ghostbusters.
no, he's
Yes,
like
Star
he
Jones.
says if A plus B is cheaper than C, then they don't do like a recall. That's probably what it is.
I can
It's
almost guarantee
scary as shit that companies do that. That it's cheaper to pay off people by with settlements for defects in cars and stuff like that. Then rather
Everybody
than
pull
do
out
a
your
recall.
tinfoil hat for Adam.
Yeah, they do a recall. I'm a big conspiracy theorist. Please send me all your.
He was telling me
conspiracy
Stevie Wonder can see this morning.
Don't even.
You're being real jive right now, man.
But yeah, pretty
My
much.
question is, do other industries, because we aren't the only ones that use 1860s. They're
Correct.
used
I mean, flashlights.
They're used in. Aren't they using the Tesla?
They're using Tesla. They are also used in laptops.
Right.
A lot of the laptops have 18650s soldered together as the battery.
So, do they have problems with batteries exploding also? Like,
If they do, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be too big of an issue because the payouts, as we were talking about, would cover that. Oh no, I got now a blemished arm from the battery exploding.
a little bit more than a blemish, I think.
I think you're just taking this.
You look
and
like Dark Man.
Was it like fourth degree burns? I think that's
You're being real
What
jive.
happened to Brett last time? You remember what happened?
Well,
It.
it happened.
It.
happened. No. But I
Brett.
I don't think that it's too big of a deal with those companies because they can just throw money at it. Here's money. Shut up. Like, it's that big of an issue.
Okay, transitioning from we were talking about batteries.
Wait. We got to address this.
Okay, I mean,
So, we were talking about batteries.
Mm-hmm.
The listeners won't understand because they're smart. They'll figure it out. But we ran out of space on our card because we're in the Stone Age using little bitty cards to record with.
What are we on that? The 256 megabyte?
Yep.
actually,
Okay.
I think this one is I don't know. It's not 256.
32?
Yeah, no.
32 gigabyte?
It's a pretty good sized card, but I've had stuff
pretty
on there
much-
since the beginning.
It fits the intro song, and then it's full. What you guys missed that wasn't recorded was Shannon came up with the perfect equation to make the indestructible battery,
Yep.
Yeah.
but it was lost in the ether, so
Yep.
no one will ever know.
Yeah, he was
And-
writing too fast. Friction burn. It caught fire. And
Coincidentally, I blacked out with rage. Don't know what happened.
And me and Adam were too dumb to understand. We
Yeah.
were just drooling,
Third Pokemon.
Dude,
wrestling.
this is rubbish.
Rubbish.
But unfortunately,
For you.
we're never going to get that
For
perfect
you.
battery now.
Nope.
Way to go, Sans Disc.
Yeah. So
Really fucked us on
anyway,
this one.
so transitioning from Shannon's topic, we're talking about batteries. We're going to go ahead and talk about Joshua's topic. I mean, we started
Oh.
in on it, and then we
But
looked at the thing and
We
realized.
also missed Shannon's epic patriotic speech, too. That's really
Oh, yeah.
sad.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, but that's cool because
that's
we
real
can
life,
save
though.
that for last.
No, it's not going to be the same. He had it
Yeah.
off the cuff, getting all Americanized over here. I was.
You know what?
A tear rolled down my
You,
cheek.
you know what? I can go ahead and just replicate it.
I saw the
Okay.
Purple Mountain Majesty.
There was a time.
You don't know that song, America?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There was a time back in the day when things were built right the first time, where things didn't have to have a recall or lawsuit because of something. It was just, okay, it broke. It's time to move on. Or it could be fixed, and that car could keep it, or that tool could be used or utilized for years to come. Like, why haven't we gotten that in the vaping situation? Why haven't we continued or reverted back to the ways of, like, something that'll just last? It's saddening for me.
I don't think that's just.
Because it's not American made.
I mean, some of it is, but we'll get to that in a second. But I don't think that's just a vaping problem. I think
No, it's a world problem. Well, in America, anyways.
first world problem.
First world problem.
Okay, my topic. We had such sick transitions, and it worked perfectly, but now it's just not as good. Speaking of America, the device you're using, for the most part, if you're
Straight
listening
up
to this,
China.
I bet you it's not American. It's probably from China.
You tell me Joytech ain't made in America?
Joy's spelled with an I or something like that. Joytech is.
Extra E. It's JOYETECH.
I know. I'm just making. Oh, who didn't silence their phone? You know what? That didn't happen on the first run either. Way to go.
Yep.
Anywho, let me turn it down. Kira, hold on.
Kira's on the phone.
Kira, we're doing the podcast. What's up?
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot you were doing the podcast.
No, go ahead. You're on. I don't know if they can hear you though.
Yeah, thank you for interrupting.
Say something to the people.
What up? So, anyways,
Are you still
I'll
pregnant?
Just,
You calling with a pregnancy
yes.
update?
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
You named him Adam.
Hey,
What up?
I'm pregnant. Still.
Gasp.
Who would have thought?
Okay.
Who knows what I thought? Okay, yeah, just call me back when you're done. It's not super duper. It's kind of important.
I guess it is since you're interrupting the podcast. But okay.
Call me. I didn't know you were doing it right now. I thought you'd be done already. You
I
guys
work
take
hard.
Way too long. I work harder.
It's all on Sandsdisk's fault.
Yeah.
I'll tell you all about it.
All I'm saying is, last week you were sitting there saying, Kira, you're the best employee in the whole entire world. I don't know what I'd do without you. So who works harder?
Just so you know, he was looking at me whenever he was saying that.
Yeah.
I call him Kira sometimes.
Yep.
Yep.
I believe it. Okay,
All
have
right.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Before we really interrupted,
Yeah. Kira.
I was talking about something. I don't remember.
Joytech with extra E.
Yeah, I said an I because I was trying to be clever, but it didn't work. Anywho, you're listening to this device. Listen to this
Yep,
device.
you're listening to this
that's what I do.
device.
You're-
I love
yeah.
listening to my mod. It hums a little bit.
No, I was talking about their
Very sweet.
their phone, their
Puts me to
device. It's probably made in China. on
For the
your
record,
device.
mine is humming right now. Straight out of China.
There is an American company, Evolve, America.
America. Yeah.
You've probably heard of them. If you have used any DNA device,
What's
whether-
a DNA?
You know, it's that stuff in your jeans or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't wear
DRC
jeans. I have
mutant.
shorts.
Oh yeah.
This is a concern.
Um,
Okay.
Evolve makes the DNA. They started with a 20. They did the 40.
Did they do a 30?
I don't think they did a 30.
You don't think
Okay.
they did a 30?
I don't think they
I'm pretty sure they did because they had the Nintendo controller DNA so you can get.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
they
right. You're right. They
20s
did.
and
They did a
30s.
30. They did a 30.
And then most recently the DNA 200.
Woot woot.
Now, they're a great company. They make great chips. They're probably the top of the line that you can get as far as accuracy, what they can do as far as customability. They're on point. Now, that being said, they are pricier.
What?
I know.
Americans have a high-priced device?
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Oh no. No, sir. Lies.
So there are also Chinese versions that do almost the same thing.
What?
Same amount of power,
No.
same variable wattage. Now, Evolve has the patent for any kind of variable wattage device. So if you have used anything that you can change the wattage on, and it was American, it was either
Evolve or no one?
it was either Evolve or they slipped beneath the cracks and were able to use their patent and do it, which I don't know of very many companies that have, but I think there's some smaller ones that tried it or something. Now, over in China, it's running. I mean, there's tons of them. There's a bunch of companies that can do variable wattage. The reason being is because China doesn't really care about any kind of patent laws or anything like that.
Yeah, I think they clone movies too, don't they?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Who would have thought?
Mass produced, get those 12-year-olds working hard.
Bootleg.
But with that, along comes Wismec. Wismec is making pretty much the most popular,
DNA device on the market.
right? Not even just DNA.
The RX.
Yeah, Wismec, the Rouleau RX200, a great device, powerful, pretty on point. Now, I do think the DNA version has a lot more to offer as far as
Because it's fancy.
yeah, it has a bit more to do, which along comes a lot more as far as the price tag is concerned.
I thought you were going to say Polly, but go
What?
on. I thought you were going to say Along Comes Polly. No?
That movie,
Yeah.
Ben Stiller,
Yeah.
no,
Didn't see it. I never saw that movie.
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, it's
It's
terrible.
all right.
It's
Was it?
awful.
It was a mediocre joke.
Yeah, I like to just dwell on his horrible jokes and never does them again.
Yep. No, I will continue to do shitty jokes the entire time. Knock, knock. No.
Rubbish.
Okay. RX 200, awesome
Right.
device. DNA 200, awesome device.
Great devices. Yeah, I see where you're going.
But the price tag difference, huge, right?
Is there?
Yes.
I wouldn't
at
know.
least,
Yeah.
at least $100 difference.
Okay. Okay. Maybe
it's
that's
because-
an American thing.
Because it's mass produced in China. China doesn't have the same laws. They can work way cheaper. So Evolve is suing Joytech. Joytech is
Joytech or Wismec?
Joytech, Wismec.
All of them?
Well, they're suing Joytech because the way it worked, it was the DNA guys, Evolve. They had their device. They were, asking a pretty penny for it, and so they looked into moving over to China to do cheaper labor. Save a penny here. I don't know if they would have dropped their price. I hope they would have.
They wouldn't have.
Yeah, they probably
They
still
wouldn't
asked
have.
a premium on it.
Yep.
And so they got in bed with the Chinese and, hey, we're thinking about doing some stuff. Here's our specs. Here's our boards. This is what we do. Let's make a lot of these. And then Joytech was like, oh, so this is how you do it. So they changed a few things, and boom, out comes the RX200, which Wismec is our partners with Joytech. That's why you see so much of the variable wattage stuff looking really similar to the EVIC VT.
Right.
I've seen a lot of different devices use that same exact board because they mass produced that chip and were able to sell it a lot cheaper. Yeah, the cuboid.
Cuboid, for instance.
Right. And so there was nothing Evolve could do because they were over in China. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. We gave them...
Sucks for you,
Yeah,
nerds.
we gave them our secrets, and they changed a few of them, and now they're making them. There's nothing we can do about it. Along came Jabo, Wismec, and Joytech coming together to build the RX200. Now, in order to do that, they had to make an office here in America. And as soon as they did that, that opened them up to litigation from the Evolve guys. They're like, okay, well, now you're on our turf.
We have the patents for it.
Yeah.
We got the power.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And so now there's a big hubbub about should Evolve be able to sue because they have all the patents on a variable wattage device, which it's pretty common, worldwide at least. And, Jabo, Wismec, whoever, uses a similar product.
Making a killing off it.
I mean,
Correct.
but that means it's like, are they going to go after everyone that does that? I mean, then how does that work with the market?
I think they were just rubbed raw that their stuff was taken.
Oh, so they just
before.
want a chunk of money from them then.
Right. I think, like I said, I think there were some other variable wattage devices that didn't use the Evolve chip from America. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I think there
iStick.
were... No, iStick was Anakin. I think there were a few of them that... Or iStick was
Joytech.
Joytech, yeah. I think they were just hurt, that they got taken advantage of, which, to be honest, they kind of got in bed with the devil. I mean, they're like, hey, I can make a lot more money and, not have to spend as much to make this. So
You just blew my mind, guys. I'm
So
just,
here, let's make this, and then they're like,
So
we're going to make our own.
What
Which
you're-
is like, thank you for the specs. We're going to do our own thing.
what y'all are telling me though is Joytech and eLeaf are similar, the same companies?
bum, bum,
What?
bum.
Okay, so
Nike, Reebok are the same?
what? Would have thought. All right, continue with your
Really?
spiel.
No, they're never made. They're not the same.
They're not. No,
So
they're
I
probably
see
made
both
the same
sides of the story. I mean, one, legally they had patents for it, but
That's just American patents, though.
right. I mean, they're supposed to be worldwide, but China's just like America.
We don't believe in y'all.
So I understand that Evolve was done dirty But they kind of asked for it. I don't know what they thought was going to happen.
When going over to China,
Right.
Like, oh yeah, we super happy you're here. Like
That's
no.
racist, sir.
Oh, is it?
Racist.
Yeah.
No, that sounded like a deaf Asian person. A little bit.
Super happy.
So I understand why they're upset.
That's why we don't have Asian listeners.
Yep. This is. Yep. We
None
call them
in China,
limeys.
none in Japan.
Call them limeys, and the English still will listen to us. That's not racism.
I understand Evolve side, but what were they thinking? I myself like saving money. I've said many times on the podcast, I am cheap.
No,
So if I can get,
I don't think you've said that once.
oh, okay. Well, newsflash, I'm cheap.
Okay.
I like saving money. So if I can buy a device just as powerful, almost the same. I understand there's going to be still those few people out there that pay good money for the DNA 200 instead of the RX. Like Adam here, he uses the DNA. He likes his custom boot up
The
screen.
dinner.
Mr. Fancy Pants here. That's what I do.
American.
He's got a beard.
So what does that mean for all of us RX 200 owners,
Like
and
Shannon?
DNA 200 owners?
Like-
I mean, is that going to affect us at all, the consumer?
If they win the lawsuit, then
They'll become a thing of the past.
yeah, I mean they're gonna have to pay huge amounts. I doubt Jabo or Wismec are gonna be able to stand after that. So those are gonna be gone probably. I'm just kind of
So you might as well just get the indestructible while you can.
Call it a day.
Get the RX 200 while you can, because
Call it a day.
probably won't be on the shelf. Or
but I don't think they have a lot of legs to stand on because they've had the patents for a while, and like I said, there have been other companies using it, but they've never really enforced it. And so,
Why now? You know what I mean?
Exactly. And really, I mean,
so did Evolve come up with all of this? They made the vape, or did they just beat China to the patent laws?
yeah, they were the first ones to kind of, you know what? Let's patent all this stuff so no one else can have it. They cornered the market. They took advantage for sure.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be considered monopoly at that point, though?
But see, that's what I was wondering too. I mean, if they're doing that, and now any person that brings them, they want to expand their company, they bring it to the U.S. They have a U.S. office now, so they can. Now they're up for being shot down by Evolve.
That's monopolizing the industry, and at that point,
and that just means that keeps Chinese companies in China and American companies our own. I mean, if I wanted to build a regulated device, I wanted to do a whatever, I'd have to
go through
Hey, just-
DNA first.
Evolve. Is it cool if I make this? I'll give you.
They'd be like, you better do variable voltage.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I was saying. Do they corner the market for variable joules? I mean, is temperature control thing something they have a patent for?
Yeah, they're the ones that came up with
Temperature control.
Yeah, they're the ones that came up with it. And same thing, they got their stuff pretty much not hacked. They got their stuff stolen. I mean, they should have known giving out their secrets.
Well,
to,
and they should have known Chinese law. Like, it's different than here.
yeah. So if it does go through, that's gonna suck. I like the Rolo.
I like the RX 200, the Wismec, Jabo, whatever the fuck they are. They definitely make some stellar products. I mean,
Yeah.
I love this that I have 3 batteries. I like that it lasts me a long time. I don't really take it up to 200 watts, even though I have the capability to. I mean, every now and then if I have the right dripper on. But I mean, I just don't think that it seems a little shady that they're ready to pounce and attack any company that comes to the U.S.
And that's where the problem is, because and in that aspect, they're not going to see it as, oh, well, they have the patents, they have the copyrights. They're going to see it as, okay, they're monopolizing the market.
You see, and that's how I'm seeing it now. It seems like Jabo, Wismec, or Evolve is like the bully in this, that they've got all their paperwork and waiting for everybody to fuck up.
I'm going to tell Dad.
And get some money.
I think they're just butthurt that they got taken advantage of because they were trying to scheme to make a little bit more money. I mean, I'm just guessing that they were doing that because who knows? They could have been taking all their money they're making and putting it back into the company, going towards more innovation. However, I mean, without competition, I think innovation kind of gets muffled a little bit.
Case in point, Ma Bell.
Mabel?
Yeah, Southwestern Bell back in the day. They were the monopoly of the phone companies.
I thought you were talking about Men on a Mission.
Yep. Mabel.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, if they're able to keep their thumb on the industry in America, then, there's not going to be any kind of up-and-comers coming out with new...
It's not going to be innovative anymore.
Correct. I mean, we have to look to China to innovate, which, that sucks. Especially since we just missed out on your cool America speech that didn't get recorded.
That sucked so hard because that was from the heart, guys. It was from the heart.
Don't lie.
Just kidding. We're 18 minutes into
He's just going to do it.
All right, then I'll just be like, all right, guys, I'm done.
Yep.
Just clip me out of the podcast. I was never here. So you say that it's a monopoly.
I do.
Do you think that they have any grounds?
I think that they're going to see something from it. They're going to be like, well, hey, they do have the patents. I understand that. But at the same time, that's going to be flipped around on them. They're going to be like, okay, so you have the patents. Why is no one else being able to utilize this technology? Why do we not have competition going around with this to make what we're making in America a greater product? They're going to see it as the same situation with Ma Bell. No one else could do telephones at that time. It was all for under one company. It was utilized under one company. And because of that, we were not able to evolve until they made the monopoly rules. The industries, like, you have to have someone to where you can compete with to make things better, to advance in
so
technology.
you're not cornered into this one that everybody... Yeah.
Right.
You can't have Boardwalk and Park Place.
Right. So when it comes to it, like, that was really a cheap monopoly plug, but I get that.
Don't try to turn it around. You can't criticize my jokes like I criticize yours.
Oh, yeah?
Mine are funny.
No,
Funny.
yeah, that's funny.
He just dumped the table over.
He did.
In a fit of anger.
I think he walked out, although you heard him just laughing.
My laugh's scary.
He laughs loud.
Yep. So but I do think that they're going to see it as, well, you're monopolizing the industry. That's not fair to other Americans. That's not fair to the small-time
Well, that's just
people.
to me. It feels unfair because by doing that, it's pretty much saying, by going after Joytech, no other company is safe from that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Why would anybody now want to come to America?
And what would be the point of trying to create something when you can't even launch it and get it off the ground to begin with?
I mean,
You guys,
if it all,
you just have to give Evolve money out of
but
it.
exactly. But that's all that it comes down to. They got all their patents. They got all of this stuff. So that, all right, we're ready. Now we're ready to get paid. If they can do this, but no, but they got to give us money. I mean, I guess that is the American dream, is to make money. But like, it just seems like
It's pretty shitty.
it seems
you know what I mean?
cornered and unfair.
And I'm just saying, like, we don't have name another chip in America currently that is from America and does what Evolve does. You can't, because Evolve has that monopoly. Yes, will they have to pay royalties? They might. But if it's not the same standard, if it's not the same technology that they're using, why is it wrong?
Well, then what would be the next technology if it's not variable wattage? If it's not variable, I mean, would it just be mechanical mods?
Unfortunately, that's
That's
all the
so.
game's left in.
I mean, until it gets made, I won't think of it. I mean,
Yeah. What if Jabo creates a mech mod?
they could do that.
You mean like the
And they would-
noisy cricket?
Right, you're right as hell. The noisy cricket, they do have that one, but like they do have the indestructible. I like where they're going. But will that? I mean, does this lawsuit only pertain to these? I guess the RX-200, the DNAs and stuff.
I think so. I mean, it's going to hurt the whole company. If
They better come up with a bunch of other shit to help pay off this debt that they're going to put themselves into.
Oh, they came out with different colored noisy crickets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the stainless and the black.
They have that red, blue now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Red and blue.
Yeah, red
Or-
and blue.
America.
There's like red and then blue. Are they going to come out with white ones so I can have red, white, and blue? And go with
No.
my patriotism?
Just white and red. Wait. Never mind. That's Japan. I was going to
Yeah.
say.
You really
Go ahead and
screwed
make
us
fun
on
of my
that.
joke now.
Yeah.
I was pulling a Shannon.
Yeah. Way to be a negative Nancy.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's all I got. I mean, you're looking at me to go ahead?
Yeah, it looked like you were going to say something. You
No,
said-
I was trying to think of a flag with those colors, red and white.
Australia? No.
I can't think of any.
China?
I was
Japan?
thinking red, no, orange, white, and green is.
You don't know any flags.
Is
Come on.
Mexico, and then Ireland too. I think Ireland's orange,
Weird.
red, and
So
green, or
weird. They're
orange,
like, we're
green.
just going to rob this.
Yep.
Flags aren't very
Italy,
creative.
too, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I
Why
think
haven't
our
they come out with
Texas
new
flag
technology?
is super boring. Red, red, white, and blue.
I mean, I get why
And then a
it's
star.
there. I've heard the symbolism.
Lone
What's
Star.
the symbolism? Well, and the red's supposed to be bloodshed, for Texas times.
Doesn't California have like a bear on
Yeah.
theirs?
That is American.
That's pretty dope.
I guess. I mean, there's bears.
They
other
got a big
places.
scary monster. I mean,
Well,
what
is-
other ones besides in Game of Thrones do they have big scary like monsters on their banners?
And
You don't know Nevada has that the flayed man as their flag.
really? Damn.
That'd be awesome.
I don't understand why California has a hairy gay man on their flag.
Yeah, it's for San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Okay, so where can they get a hold of each and every one of you? I mean, like
Each
there's a
and
bunch of
every
like
one.
there's a bunch
All
of us.
10 of
There's
us.
all 46 of us here.
Find me, Stogies _Joshua.
Is it Josh or Joshua? Because I think I have Stogies _Josh on our SoundCloud page.
You fool.
No, because that's what you told me.
Do I ever call myself Josh?
Yes, all the
When?
time, every time.
Don't lie.
I call him Yeshua.
Yeshua.
Yeah, Yeshua.
He ripped off of Kira.
I did.
That's some House of Yahweh
unoriginal.
shit right there.
Yeah. If y'all don't know who
I could
House
just
of
call you
Yahweh is,
Rat Tail.
Look it up. It's
Yeah,
weird.
if you're into cults, check out the House of Yahweh.
If you
Oh, it's so crazy.
Yeah,
it's
there's
a
some crazy
local
shit.
cult, actually, that's actually made some news. But, yeah, it's pretty scary. You can get a hold of me at Rachel Gooch. That's on Instagram and Twitter. And check us out on, Twitter, Ohm Sweet Ohm Pod. And then on Instagram, Ohm Sweet Ohm Podcast. And what about you, Shannon?
Oh, I don't social media.
You don't at all?
No. You can get me
have to
at
Give
Twitter
them your address, your home address.
at
Snail mail.
Stogies Giant.
Sorry, I was
Or
talking
yeah,
over
you know what? I can
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
keep talking over you.
Yeah, he's just gonna
You
always.
should,
Yeah.
you should just make a
We're just gonna do
funny
that.
side account, just like Macho Midget.
Hashtag
Dude, you know that guy's
at
already on Twitter. Come on.
douchebag.
And yeah, I guess that's it. Be sure and check out stogiesnow.com. Please use that promo code that we mentioned earlier, and you can save 20% off each time that you come in to the website. And
Don't be a douche.
yeah, don't be a douche.
Don't be a douche. Don't give it away. You know what I'm talking about, you SoundClouders. Don't do it.
But yeah, until next time, vape on, vape strong, everybody.
Later.
Bye.